Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to Altcoin Daily with Bitcoin Gorilla. Well, I am back today to talk about Sun and the dump that took place yesterday, because Sun was no exception to the entire crash that hit the entire crypto market, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever coin you would think of, felt the shake yesterday as the entire crypto market was shook as big capital left the market. Sun crashed down to the same price range it left in March, 0.0106. It crashed it, and not just crashing to it, there was an entire accident. Boom! We ended up in 0.0103. But they have returned above it, and as I'm talking to you today, they are currently at 0.0113. So are we going to start seeing more upside from here, or are we going to see more crash? Should we get our, of course, safety jacket? Is it too late? Should we still hang in there? Should we still hold? If we are to hold, what should we do to to at least mitigate or reduce the loss, or hedge our positions, be it on spot, be it whatever position? If you are hedging, this is the best time to find out what is the next move coming on Sun. Stick by as I come back and we look at Sun on multiple time frame, on weekly chart, daily chart, 4 hours chart, and I will tell you what I am seeing. Thank you for joining me. Welcome.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And
Welcome back. So now let's break down this chart. Let's get into the real deal. So you can see this is my chart and this is daily chart. I've already taken the time to draw out the Bitcoin Gorilla box to make it easier for me to explain to you. So you can see this is Sun, and I see, if I zoom in, I see what happened. So this is the unfortunate event that took place yesterday. Like I said, this is the daily chart, right? So we see yesterday, we see this red gigantic candle breaking and piercing through a very important price range that Sun has respected since after the redenomination. So you see, this candle is a threat, this candle is a betrayal, this candle is trying to kick us out of it's trying to make us feel like Sun is not going to withstand this, and I don't believe that. I believe the bulls are going to withstand this. But hey, what I believe does not matter with the market, because the market does not send me. The market is always right. So we have to consider what happened here. It's very important. The last time they stopped at exactly 0.016. This is daily chart. And just yesterday they pierced through it to make a move to 0.0104. Today they opened down. They opened and pushed down. And this open hit 0.01035. Now this is something to take note of, and of course I will tell you it's very important to know that this entire range is still within support range. So we didn't actually leave the support range. I made a video and I talked about price needs to close above 0.01816 range at least, but you can see price literally failed to close above that range. It should be here. Price literally failed to close above 0.018, and we see Sun diving down to retest the previous support. Now you can see I will give these bulls a honor. I won't just dismounting them like that and just overlook them, because they did fight. If you notice, it's not like Bitcoin, right? Why Bitcoin had this major dump, Sun has literally been fighting. They have been struggling to go down. You can see here it was an easy down. You can see here it was an easy down. But how about this last time? Now it's not a coincidence that the entire thing is happening within my support range. So let me zoom out so that you see I'm too zoomed in, so you'll be like, is this support not too big? Let me zoom out so that you see. So this is the support. So you can see that Sun has been in a range until, as I'm talking to you on the daily chart, that range has neither been broken to the downside or to the upside. And I will tell you why I say that. Let me tell you why I say that. So if I look at this sideways that Sun is currently holding. Now, if you don't know what a sideways market is, a sideways is a sign of equilibrium between buyers and sellers. It just shows that it looks like the amount of money coming into the market is almost equal to the amount of money leaving the market. And for that reason, we experience what is called equilibrium, or you can call it sideways. You can hear people call it consolidation, whatever name. People use different name for the same thing. You understand? So we see this situation of that's happening here. We see this piercing of the resistance. Now the piercing of the support to the upside. Now this entire point, like I said, is an extended support area, right? It means that as long as price is within this range, anything can happen. It's like the game of football. The last minute, the last second is important to the players. So even though we have a pierce to this upside, the bulls never made it to the upside. Very important. It's important because consolidations don't break easily. Sideways market, they do not break easily because of the equilibrium between the buyers and the sellers. The price tends to find a way of dragging them back into the resistance. So even though you hear things like fake out, you hear fake out in consolidations, right? So in this short-term consolidation, because the consolidation actually started January 2022. So from January 2022, we entered the support. That was when we broke into the support range, and when we broke into the support range, it became very important for these buyers to start reacting. So unlike in the previous past, like let me show you something. In the previous past, they were consistently making a lower lows, right, and making a lower high, but something changed once they entered my support area. The first thing that changed is the breaking of a new high. Now you see this high is previous than this high, right? The price went a little bit higher than it was here. And another thing is you see this low and we are struggling to break it, which means it's not as if we have gone so deep down. Like you can see the difference between the down they make here, the down this, and the down this. So the difference is that here now they are struggling to break below the support. Now this is a very important thing to take note of. Why? Because Sun, since the redenomination, seems to have been plummeting and we don't have a specific low, right? So even if I tell you this is the bottom, I will be very honest with you. In trading, there's nothing like knowing the bottom until it is confirmed. And if price gets to the bottom, the first leg, and I told you is the bottom, I am only assuming it's the bottom. It does not necessarily mean I am jumping into buying the bottom. I will start buying when price returns to give me a confirmation pattern, like a higher low, like a bullish pattern. And the funny thing is this. Now I make this analysis here on higher time frame, and after I make this analysis, I do trade them. And when I'm trading them, it might not be necessary. Now that's one thing about technical analysis, and we the technical analysts, we put this technical analysis out there for you to watch. But when it comes to trading it, trading is different from the technical analysis itself. Because why? You're going to have things like trade management. Trade management is going to help you escape loopholes. So are you telling me that if I am on spot trade and I make a forecast, even though something changed, because anything can change at any time, volatility is one thing crypto is known for than any market out there. Volatility is the change in the rate at which price change is fast, because the rate at which capital enters and leave the market is high, and this results to high volatility. So easy profit is also easy loss, right? So if I tell you the price is moving to this particular range and it moved up and it didn't get to that particular range, it just got close by and then it retraces, it's up to you to make some certain decision before I come back and update. But I always try to come back and update. And the good thing is this: it's good for you to learn that it's important that trading, you have protective plans. Trade management is so important. It is not all about the chart. See, you can know the chart and know the ins and outs and predict it happening, but when it comes to trading it, is an entirely different ball game. Because I must see a sign, and before I could set up my tool set to come and make videos for you, the market, just one candle is enough to change and not give me entire time to even pull out myself to even come and talk to you about it. So it is good that even after watching this analysis, you yourself, you sit back and have your protective measures, like your trading plans, like your trade management. What you need to understand, at least I tell people, see, you can use any indicator you like in this world, but it is good to have at least a minimum or little knowledge of the candlesticks. Why? The indicators are built, calculated using the history the candlesticks give them. That is mostly what these indicators are used. The calculation that helps this indicator make their decision, tell you if it's a buy or sell, is actually still the candlesticks and simple market structures, right? Repeating of the history of price moves, right? That's what they use to calculate this over time. So if you have a little knowledge of these candlesticks, then when you see some particular candlesticks, you know what to do and you escape some certain difficult moments, or you move stop loss, or you just take action earlier than anyone. So having little knowledge about candlesticks, even though you use indicators, is still something that I personally like. This is why I tell myself I stick to the candlesticks, because they help me and give me good warning. So as it is now, I just need this particular candle to close bullish, right? And if I combine these two candles, now what do I want from this daily candle? This is what I require from this daily candle to give me a sign. What is the sign I'm looking for? I'm looking for a bullish sign. The bullish sign is, yes, we have this big red candle on the support. It might look like a threat to you, but for me, it does not look like a threat, because what it shows me is a sign of exhaustion, that the sell-off is reducing. So they had to use their last push to push the price down. So you can see, even right from here, you can see the buyers reacting. You can see this big green candle, and there was a support that they broke, right? And this support is supposed to this is where the retest should have ended, right? So if there was a sideways right here, right, there was a sideways market right here, if there was a breakout, the retest was supposed to stop right here. There was no need for this breakdown, but it didn't happen that way, thanks to the entire crash of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is king, pulling everybody down. It pulled and forced this red candle we're seeing here. Now, if I am to treat the red candle as an exhaustion candle, it tells me that a lot of sell-offs orders were picked at this day, and what I need is this current today candle, which is still green and still looking good, to at least close half of the sell-off. Half of the sell-off that took place yesterday should be returned. That is, the money that left the market should return today, right? So the sell-off power, I need the bulls to literally try to close today above 0.01 116 to 117, 118. It will be fantastic, because it will give them a chance to reconfirm that yes, the bulls can actually hold on, because that will be a bullish sign for price action traders like me who trades candlesticks, a bullish sign for indicators that use candlesticks to rate their buy signals, a good sign that we are going to have a push up to at least where, okay, if I try to see what at least where they will get this push up to, then I'll say here. So I will see, we're going to see a push up to 0.01318 range, right? Where, in fact, if it's a beautiful day, then some could recover itself, because we're still seeing them struggling. They could recover. If they recover to around 0.012, it will be a beautiful move from the bulls, because that will only give them more guarantee that yes, we are not going to allow the breaking of this support, so things are still good, which means that we could be seeing double bottom if that plays out. And what does that mean, right? Okay, so here's what that means for double bottom. So what does double bottom mean if it works out? Here's what it means. Now, double bottom is more like a W, and this is where it started. The dump started here, literally, and we went all the way down. So it's going to be like this, and we're going to have a move back to the top, and it's going to make sense. Why is it going to make sense? It's not going to be an easy one. Of course, there will be a lot of struggle. You can see we are still struggling. See, I know the dump happened yesterday is making a lot of people really feel anxiety, stress, heart attack. In fact, some people had heart attack. So all of that. But in case of sun, just look closely so that you have a better view and let your mind still tell you that, okay, for me, I know the dump happened yesterday, but I just feel like there's still good opportunity. If Bitcoin now, this good opportunity is going to depend on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin seems to be king. It pulls whoever it wants to pull, whenever it wants to pull it down. So yeah, let's put Bitcoin ahead of this. It's Bitcoin, and I see Bitcoin holding. I see Bitcoin holding down the support that it currently on, which is a range of 29k, 28k to 32k range. If that support k, if price is able to stand firmly in this price range and move back up, right? In fact, 30k support is what is currently trying to hold as it's returned to 31 something, and we're heading to 32k already. See, if Bitcoin is able to stand above this price and at least hold it down, then Sun will be guaranteed that it will hold the support down, and we could see a move to the upside. I know what I'm saying, because if Bitcoin plummets, expect Sun not to escape it. I don't think Ethereum can escape it. Do you think Sun will escape it? Because why? Literally, people react. Everybody feels Bitcoin is king. So when people hear Bitcoin is dumping, their next thought is, I want to sell my coin. Whatever coin it is, they don't care. They just want to get out of the market, or most of them even swap their coin from the token to USDT. So a lot of all these things pull the market down. So emotional reaction. Now, I tell my family always that, remember, this is the game of emotion. This is the game of your emotion. It's like, think about it. When somebody is trying to play with your mind, you tell somebody, are you playing with my senses? That's what this market is all about. This game is a game of the mind. You have to make the right decision at the right time, and do not allow yourself get carried away, especially in situations that you are already stuck in. Because in Sun, if we bought Sun at this price in January, because I've been making videos, if you bought Sun in January, I think price is still within the same range we bought. And for me, I still feel like buying more Sun is a good opportunity, right? Because if Sun is yet to break the support with all this dump, then something is still cooking on Sun. It means something is still coming, because Sun is still within that break. So we need Sun, first of all, to return above 0.018. That successful return will give us hope. And let's see, what hope am I talking about? Can we look at Sun on weekly and see what the chart looks like? So here's what I was saying. So look at Sun on weekly. Now it looks like, oh, Sun has been dumping and dumping and dumping. I don't literally think this. In the past, now this is May. May started from this green candle. So April, this is April, right? May only pushed down to retest the support. So are we having a double bottom? Because if May successfully close and we hold the current support, it's going to be a good news. The bad news will come if we go lower. If we go lower than 0.01, I don't know the next support, and I can't give you guarantees. I will tell you the truth of what I'm saying. I am very honest in my analysis, and I will tell you as it is. If for me, I just know that there is good value with Sun. That's number one. Number two is the services. That's similar. Number one. Number two is the staking. So what I did, if you did not watch my video on how to stake your Sun or how to hedge your position during this period of time, please go and do. I made a video around January, February, March. I said, please stake your son, because this ride is not going to be an easy ride. This was while Sun was still trading around this range of 0.112 range. I say stake your son even before we had the pump. Stake your son because we're going to go up and we're going to return. And of course, we just returned to the same price range. So staking your coin is still the best idea, because price is going to retaliate, bulls are going to come into the market, we are going to see a pull up. But I do see something, and I'm going to be honest with you, there could be a little sideways market for a while. One thing about this price is the sideways market. Why is there always a sideways market after every small move? Well, the reason is that the sideways market is, if price was moving down, then we need buyers to come in and counter the sellers, right? So the amount of capital leaving the market will equilibrium the amount of capital entering the market. And once there's equilibrium between these two, they will keep jamming each other, which means if 20k enter the market, 20k leaves the market the next day. This kind of things will keep happening back and forth until probably 50k enter the market, and the only thing that has to leave the market that day is 20k. And you see that's the buyers overcoming the sellers, forcing price to break to the upside, and that's what you hear as breakout. So first, there has been a sell-off. So even though when these buyers come, it cannot instantly start moving to the upside, right? No, there will be a little pause sideways. So what we do is this reaction we're having. So there will be overlapping, like a couple of candles will overlap for maybe a few weeks or so. We'll have a push up and we'll have a little pullback and a little overlapping, and we're going to have a move on a breakout. After the little overlapping, we're going to have a breakout, and we're going to attempt that 0.01718 range, and we're going to get a pullback. In fact, it's going to be a lot of patience that is going to be needed. That's why I said go and stake your coin. So let's run this video up by looking into the 4 hours chart. So I want to see what the 4 hours chart looks like, right? So I want to see the reaction they are currently giving. So this is the pierced support. You can see it's very obvious on 4 hours how they pierced and how instantly the bulls reacted. Remember, the support is a weekly support, is the all-time support. This is the only support they've ever created. So piercing through it was like a trouble, and you see this reaction of the bulls to the upside. So the question is, we need them to maintain that, so that the first W we're going to get is this, right? It's going to be this. This is the first W, the first double bottom, right? So it's going to be double bottom first. It's going to play out. That is, they have to pull up where they are now. And I see chances are high we get that pull up. So from this pull up, we need to get to 0.018. So this is 4 hours, and 4 hours is literally showing us what the bulls are doing. So I want to look at the candles they are forming to see if that candle is supporting what I'm saying on the okay, so we're very close, and what we're seeing, so this is the last time, this is where I told you that the retest would have stopped. It's supposed to have stopped here, right? So this push down is as a result of the crash we had yesterday, forced by Bitcoin, right? So a lot of altcoin reacted, but this is where they stopped. So they broke a very important support, but you can see them literally pulling back. Now, I hope this pullback is not a retest, because if it's a retest, it's going to betray the bulls, and we're going to get a pullback, pull down, and you see them going down, meaning the break of this support is attained. But that's not what I'm seeing. That's not literally what I'm saying. I'm going to tell you what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this: there's a rejection of the breakdown, a clear crystal rejection in a broad daylight under the sun. You can see it right here. So the candle that broke the support, first of all, is an inverted hammer on a support, followed by yet a counter equal body candle. So it's like it rejected, it instantly reacted. The bulls instantly pulled them back up. So they were sellers, thick whales sitting in this previous support. So breaking it is like entering the lion's den. They instantly pull price back up, right? So breaking this caused that reaction. So that's why we're seeing this on the daily as a week. We see a long week. So what we need them to do now is even they're going to have a pullback. Now be quite aware of that. They're going to pull back, right? Because why? If I put, let me use horizontal line. So if I use horizontal line right here, I'll see on this 4 hours that they did retest the breakdown. So it's more like the previous support that was broken right here is now acting as resistance. So if I look closely here, the previous support now is betraying the bulls and acting like resistance. So you see, that's where we're getting rejected right now. That's where price is currently getting rejected. So we see this reaction right here and right there, and you've seen that rejection that is currently happening. So what do I see happening? I do see this playing out. They are going to return, and this return is going to prove everything. If these buyers are going to continue the move to the upside, then they will not break below this point again. They are going to stop around this range, which happened to be the previous point where they stopped. So they will try to respect the support this down, because the support will not further go down. This will prove that the bulls are leaving their footprint for us to buy more sun and add to our token position. But anything that crosses below 0.01027 could go lower, and I, Bitcoin Gorilla, I don't know what to tell you, because I don't know the particular price that it will go to. I can only hope it doesn't go far before it return. Why is that possible? Because the support is a thick support, and it's going to likely pull price back up. Because the reason why we're even getting this pull back up, and I'm still having a little bit of confidence still dangling inside me about price literally respecting this support, even though price has crashed every previous support in the past, is that it's going to hold it, because price is just touching it for the second time, and price seems to have made good candlesticks on the weekly chart. So just looking at the candlesticks on the weekly chart gives me small morale. You know what I'm saying? It gives me small morale, small confidence that yes, they are likely going to hold. No guarantees. Hello, no guarantees. In fact, my guarantees are very low, and that is this. So you see this bullish sign that they left here is the same thing we're experiencing here. So if we go to that back to 4 hours chart, we see that they are printing what is going on now is a mini sideways on the support that just happened. So like I said, there is bullish sign, and this current is a rejection of the dump that has already happened, showing that that dump is not going to go any far. And this inverted hammer and everything happening here, this is an inside bar. So, and this inside bar shows a sign of strong indecision. So it means that we're likely going to experience a sideways, and a little patience is going to be needed on sun, as sun is going to play with our mind, is going to come back right down, and is going to move right back up, and it's going to make moves like this. So the problem, why is it going to make that kind of move? Remember how sun battled when sun is coming down? Sun is going to also battle it when it's going down up. Can say it. The battle continues, and if you're going to return back up, you're going to face the same challenge. But the good thing is they will still be going up, just like they were still going down. Even though they were facing the challenge, they will still be going up even though they are facing the challenge. The only thing is going to need from us is very good patience. So that is what I am seeing on sun. So get ready, there's going to be a pullback, and if the pullback can hold above the price of 0.0104 or 06, then the chances are high move up is going to continue. But anything that goes below 0.0103, I don't think is advisable to still hold, buy more. You can still hold because it's going to likely return. You can still hold, but buy more, I don't think is a good advice if they don't print a clear, at least higher low like here, so that you can see a little move to the upside. But I do see them recovering very fast, and I see price literally standing true if Bitcoin stand 30k and survive what is currently facing the market. Thank you for watching. Like I said, if you want to trade Binance futures live with me, you will come to Makaveli Traders. Access is currently open. You will get to trade with me, and not just trade with me. I am going to give you intensive 6 weeks training to prepare you, because I'm a high leverage trader and I'm going to trade live with you. I share my insight with you. I share my trade entry with you. Now, I don't give signals. Why I don't give signals? Because I share the trade when I trade, not like you'll be holding and waiting. We train you to be independent, consistently profitable trader. So if you have been battling liquidation on Binance futures, losing money and all of that, FOMO and all of that, then Makaveli Traders is a place you want to be, because it's not just me you're going to trade with. You're going to trade with pros in the house. Pros running over 1,000% on the highest leverage. I'm a high leverage trader. I trade 125x. If you want to know more about me, Bitcoin Gorilla, don't worry, I have nothing to hide. The access is open and it's very cheap. It's currently very cheap. Just visit the website www.makavelitraders.com and learn more about me and how you can get access to trade live with me for a lifetime daily trading Binance futures, and how you can hedge your position if you're constantly stuck on trading spot and don't know how to trade futures. Then you come into a house where we give you 6 weeks intensive training, and then you will start trading live with me daily. Thank you for watching. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe so that you get notification when next I post. Happy trading.